Hey everybody! Welcome back to my channel and for another round of C.Dat.Guy review movies. My name is Christian, and before we get started I just wanted to say I'm sorry I haven't been uploading lately. I've been very busy doing other stuff, and September is just kind of a dead month for movies. I know there's some good ones out there, some bad, but overall there weren't too many catching my attention. I did manage to watch a couple, but I wanted to make sure I got this review out before I did the other one, so I'll upload those ones later. But without any further ado, let's get into the Joker. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, my little Joker Funko. It's right here. Just put him in the TV. For transparency, I just want to say up top that I am more of a Marvel guy, but I try to give every single comic book movie a chance unless people really don't recommend it. I'm talking to you, Hellboy 2019. But in our current time, when franchises are huge and everyone just wants all the stories to be connected, it's actually quite refreshing to have a standalone comic book movie. I think Worlds of DC is currently at an upswing because I liked Aquaman and Shazam, but I thought it was really interesting that they're going to go both routes of having a connected movie universe and then having an unconnected movie universe. And because of that, I really didn't know what to expect. I've only seen Joaquin Phoenix in a couple of movies, such as Gladiator and Her. I know he's a phenomenal actor, but those are the only ones I've really seen of him. And I just really want to know, does he still live up to, I guess, what the critics are saying about his performance? And I might have to agree with them. Joaquin Phoenix really loses himself in this role. He really made me believe that Arthur Fleck was this tragic character where maybe you don't exactly agree with what he does, but he's someone you could really feel sympathy for. He's a man with a mental disorder who just wants to make the world laugh as a stand-up comedian, but the laughs he receives aren't the one he likes because he's made fun of or mocked because he is different from everyone else. But whether he is Arthur or Joker, he just commands the screen, whether it's his facial expressions or the way he moves or dances, and even to this particular scene where he's just sitting and staring. He can be shy, and sometimes he's oddly sweet, and then he is creepy and menacing. And what it really shows is that Phoenix gives you the full range of the character from start to finish. I think an Oscar nomination may be coming his way. And speaking of Oscars, comparing his performance to Heath Ledger, for me, I think it's tied at the moment, just because they're both great. I think I need to watch this movie and The Dark Knight one more time just to be sure. But to me, they're both great, and they both capture the essence of the Joker in their own ways. Because Arthur dominated what I perceived to be about 95% of the screen time, there wasn't really a chance for anyone else to shine. I mean, they had Robert De Niro, Zazie Beetz, and Francis Conroy to play the other main supporting roles, and they did just fine. I actually think even the two Gotham detectives that were chasing Joker had more screen time than those guys. But really, the supporting cast, they all did fine. There was a lot of minor characters, but I really believe they were just there to serve Joker, and it was all good to me. The story was, in a way, pretty straightforward, and I'll admit it was a little predictable just because I had a feeling what was going to happen towards the end, but the way it got there was fantastic. Todd Phillips, the director, he said at the very beginning that this Joker wasn't going to really be based on the comics besides a few little details, and instead he took some of his inspiration from movies like The King of Comedy and Taxi Driver. And the thing is, I don't read comics, I haven't seen those movies, so for me this was a benefit because I really didn't know what was going to be happening going in. But this also gave him creative freedom. The story started off a little slow at the beginning, but then there were a couple of moments that really caught me off guard, like the subway scene or the hospital scene, and once those things were happening, we could see the story escalating into this chaos towards the end. This is a bleak and depressing movie, but Todd Phillips manages to keep it interesting. Just want to highlight the bathroom dance scene. from there you can see how he uses the score and the cinematography to really establish the mood and atmosphere of Gotham. And just those combination of things, you can feel it throughout the whole movie, and that's really what we're getting out of the story, what we're getting out of the characters. Just this tension, this beautiful tension. It's been a while since I saw a movie that checked a lot of the boxes for me, which include story, character, cinematography, direction, um, music, and all that stuff, the overall package. And because this movie hits that for me, I'm gonna have to give this movie a 9 out of 10. I understand that given the political climate of the US currently and with all the violence that's been going around, um, there are some people who say they don't want to see this just because it might be promoting violence. But I say this movie is giving us a cautionary tale and maybe giving us a lesson of, maybe you should just be nice to people in general because you never know what's going on with their lives. Maybe that's the lesson. And because of that, I recommend to see that movie. Alright guys, so there's my review. What do you think? Do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comment section down below. And feel free to give this video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I really don't care. But if you want to continue seeing movie reviews from this guy, go ahead and please subscribe. And otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye.